Hello, I'm Brad Parker, and I'm sitting here in Cambridge, Massachusetts in a very large, very huge Mount Auburn cemetery. Behind me you can actually see the city of Boston, maybe 2 miles away. And I have with me a friend from Japan, and I also have Jack Kerouac, who is here right on my pocket. Jack Kerouac, who was a Massachusetts man, a writer, died in 1969. And not only is this cemetery vast, but his book, Visions of Cody, is also a very vast work, a very vast artistic work also. And I'm going to read from part of this. This book is especially about his best on the road buddy, Neal Cassady, who in this book is called Cody Pomeray. And I'm calling this book a novelistic biography. And it's very unique, it's dense, it's difficult. I think many people have tried to read it and not gotten all the way through. But if you use critical intelligence and do some reading about it, you'll find out that it is indeed a masterpiece, a unique biographical masterpiece. So, I am going to read from section 2, which is a major description, an early beginning description of Neal Cassady, or Cody Pomeray. Have you ever seen anyone like Cody Pomeray? Say on a street corner on a winter night in Chicago, or better, Fargo, any mighty cold town, a young guy with a bony face that looks like it's been pressed against iron bars to get that dogged, rocky look of suffering, perseverance. Finally, when you look closest, happy, prim self-belief, with western sideburns and big blue flirtatious eyes of an old maid and fluttering lashes. The small and muscular kind of fellow wearing usually a leather jacket, and if it's a suit, it's with a vest, so he can prop his thick, busy thumbs in place and smile the smile of his grandfathers, who walks as fast as he can go on the balls of his feet, talking excitedly and gesticulating. Poor, pitiful kid, actually just out of reform school with no money, no mother, and if you saw him dead on the sidewalk with a cop standing over him, you'd walk on in a hurry, in silence. Oh, life, who is that? There are some young men you look at who seem completely safe, maybe just because of a Scandinavian ski sweater, angelic, saved. On a Cody Pomeray, it immediately becomes a dirty, stolen sweater, worn in wild sweats. Something about his tigerish, out-jetted raw face-bone could be given a woe-down melancholy if only he wore a drooping mustache. A famous bop drummer who looked just like Cody at this time wore such a mustache, and probably for those reasons. It is a face that's so suspicious, so energetically upward-looking, like people in passport or police lineup photos, so rigidly itself, looking like it's about to do anything unspeakably enthusiastic. In fact, so much the opposite of the rosy, coke-drinking boy in the Scandinavian ski sweater ad than in front of a brick wall where it says post no bills and it's too dirty for a rosy boy ad. You can imagine Cody standing there in the raw, gray flesh, manacled between sheriffs and assistant DAs, and you wouldn't have to ask yourself who is the culprit and who is the law. He looked like that, and God bless him, he looked like that Hollywood stuntman who is fist-fighting in place of the hero and has such a remote, furious, anonymous viciousness. One of the loneliest things in the world to see, and we've all seen it 1,000 times in 1,000 B movies, that everybody begins to be suspicious because they know the hero wouldn't act like that in real unreality. If you've been a boy and played on dumps, you've seen Cody, all crazy, excited, and full of glee-mad powers.